Welcome back to the garage, guys. Trust me, I had plans for today. Unfortunately, life had other plans for today. So that's why today's topic is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. While Adrian behind me is using the center punch on a few of the spot welds on the tags, I have some explaining to do. Actually, thing was planned for today, but unfortunately my welds weren't as good as we thought. There are a few tag welds that did not hold up to our scrutiny test, so we're gonna drill them out, weld them again, weld them a little hotter, and hope everything stays in shape. But even if not, better it's not in shape and it holds up, then it looks good and it doesn't work and breaks in half. So fingers crossed, this will now help.
So there it is, the WRX STI, a car legendary for its rally heritage, its symmetrical all-wheel drive, and apparently its newfound ability to reject perfectly good welding like a toddler rejects broccoli. Last week I was alone in the workshop. I believed I had secured the chassis. Today I have reinforcements. Adrian has arrived. He's like a very unreliable delivery driver who turns up exactly when he feels like it. And together we arrived at reality in the form of grinding wheel and a very grim sense of déjà vu. There's something deeply philosophical about grinding away your own work. It's the automotive equivalent of writing a novel, realizing the ending is rubbish, and then setting fire to your own house. We are now in the redoing phase of the project, which is a polite way of saying we are currently paying for our lack of talent with sweat, tears, and a terrifying number of drill bits. We are drilling, we are cleaning, we are swearing. We are essentially doing everything twice, which is a brilliant way to ensure that absolutely no progress is made whatsoever. If the engineers at Subaru could see us now, they wouldn't be angry, they'd be filing a restraining order. Anyway, onwards! Because the only thing worse than doing this once is knowing we'll probably have to do it a third time.
So what we did now is re-spot weld all the holes we now drilled from both sides where necessary to really double down on the strength. The funny thing is, you can see we've got penetration all the way, but not really. Yeah. So we tested all the spot welds, drilled where necessary and where applicable, and now it's grinding again. Yay!
After the initial tantrum with the grinder, we find ourselves in the realm of preparation. First we apply the weld-through primer to the base panel. It's our opening move. A vital layer of protection and a subtle hint to the car. This time we're actually serious. Then the focus shifts to the top panel. It arrives covered in what we like to call Subaru Gold. Layers of authentic JDM vintage corrosion. We begin by removing the remnants of the old spot welds. We grind, we sand, we refine. Finally, we deploy the antidote, Brunox. As it touches the remaining surface rust, the metal undergoes a visual transformation from rusty iron to the deep clinical black. It's the closest thing to alchemy we have in this workshop. Observe the arsenal. The grip pliers are ready, and right beside them lie the repair plates, freshly treated with the weld-through primer. They are structural foundation waiting to be integrated into the car's soul. At the moment, they are still resting on the bench, awaiting their promotion from pieces of steel to permanent chassis reinforcement. Everything is cleaned, chemically sealed, and ready for action. If this doesn't hold, I suppose I'll have to move to a country that doesn't use cars.
Does it fit on your side?
Yes, it's nice.
Okay. Then, good luck. Point of no return. And that's how the cookie crumbles. The original plan was having this completely welded in and having those brackets welded in. Unfortunately, like I said in the intro, life had other plans, so we de-rid, yes, of course. That fits in today's grander picture. So we redid a lot of those spot welds here, which was necessary. Yeah, we could have done it anyway for the camera and my car would have broken in half sometime in the future. So, better that way. And next time, hopefully, we can do this weld, we can do those brackets, and maybe, after today, I ain't making no more promises, we can start fitting the outer rocker panel. And with that, we would have a car with two rocker panels, one on the left and one on the right, which would be really cool because it makes it look more like a car and less than whatever. I hope you guys at least had a little fun, see me ranting and suffering, and Adrian of course too. And I wish you all the best and hope to see you next time under better circumstances in our garage. So, bye guys. I'm gonna cool myself off now.